Mr. Sharpe.
Yes.
This morning, a source who knows Julio texted me that Julio got a DM yesterday from this guy who plays quarterback down in Tampa, this guy named Tom Brady.
Man, get out people DM, Tom Brady.
He was sliding into Julio's DMs. And the message effectively said, hey, come on down to the sunshine here in Tampa and let's be great together. Every once in a while, I hear something or read something, and it flashes in the back of my head, bingo, because that would be a match made in football heaven. Obviously, Julio has been beat up. He managed to play only 10 games last year, and he played only 9 games in 2020. But I am here to tell you that now that Thomas Edward Patrick Brady Jr. has recommitted to playing for the Buccaneers, I'll bet you he would get whatever greatness is left in Julio's body at 33 out of Julio. I think they could be great in stretches together. Not maybe Randy Moss in 2007, but I do believe, and you know Julio very well.
I do.
I believe there's some Randy Moss left in Julio that Ryan Tannehill couldn't quite find. And again, he's been beat up.
Yeah, that's the thing, Skip. It's his health.
I know.
If he can stay on the field,
yes.
Because in 2020, his last year in Atlanta, Skip, in 9 games, he had 51 catches, 771 yards. He was averaging 97 yards a game, which was third in the NFL at the time. But if you look at the injury, he's 33. He's missed 14 games over the last 2 years. And what we know, and a lot of it is soft tissue injury, hamstrings. Julio is explosive, especially for a man his size. As we start to age, muscles don't get more pliable. They get even tighter.
Would it not maybe help Julio if he did join Brady and then could benefit from the services of one Alex Guerrero? Because Alex takes everybody under his wing who's on that team. All the receivers, they come to, Gronk obviously has become a client of Alex's. So if Julio maybe could learn a little new pliability, maybe it would keep him a little healthier. Right?
Yes, and the thing I think, and plus, Skip, it's hard to develop a chemistry. He had played with Matt Ryan so long, so if he missed practice and only played, they know each other. But when you go to a new team and you don't have that same wavelength, you don't have that chemistry because you can't practice, when you get out there on the field, it's going to show because he's like, well, is he going to be, what's he thinking? What am I thinking? What's he thinking? And so it's going to look jerky. It's going to look discombobulated.
I got it out of sync.
But, Skip, if he's healthy, my thing, that's not to say that I'm sure I don't know if quarterbacks, but I'm sure other front office people have reached out to Julio and his representative to see if he would be interested. My only thing with Julio is to get those hamstrings healthy. If he's healthy, I still believe he can be a top receiver. But one more thing for me. Tom on all the damn good players. Now, had that been LeBron James reach out, Michael Jordan never reached out to anybody. He didn't care. He didn't need. All Tom Brady does is stay in people's DMs. Damn.
He lost Antonio. He tried to save Antonio.
He the GOAT.
Antonio just blew up on him.
Is he the GOAT or not?
He is the GOAT.
Okay, then he don't need Julio.
Again, they just extended Chris Godwin with a new deal, which surprised me a little bit because I don't think he would have extended with them if not for Brady recommitting to them.
Well, he would have taken the money if Skip to go down there.
I don't know, because it wasn't that great. It was pretty team-friendly money,
Well, Skip, what he getting, 30 million? I mean, basically what is
20-ish.
Is 20, is 3 years, 60 million.
Yeah.
But I think, 30 of it's guaranteed, 30, 35 maybe guaranteed?
It's
decent money.
Okay, it's not great, and he's coming off an ACL.
There you go.
But they say that he's right on schedule. And Bruce Arians is saying we fully believe he'll be ready by game 1. Because he said they're getting better and better at that surgery. Well, you always bring up Adrian Peterson was the only one who said, I can beat this. I can come back. Okay.
But by the same timeline, because I think he tore his knee in December. And not only did he come back, Skip, he get rushed for the second most yards in NFL history, and he was the MVP.
Okay. Tom Brady next year is scheduled to make $10.4 million, period, end of story. That's his cash takeout value. 10.4 next year. Dollar for dollar, is he not by far the most valuable player in the league? Because Peter Schrager reported yesterday that it was Brady calling Russell Gage, former teammate of Julio's in Atlanta, obviously, Matt Ryan, but called Russell Gage to say, hey, come on down here because we are building something special. And when I heard that phrase, building something special, that sounds like he's not thinking about one and done next year. He's thinking about 2 or 3 more years.
Well, the thing is, Skip, here's the thing. If I got an opportunity, if I'm a receiver, I got an opportunity to play with a great quarterback, and it's the same money as going somewhere and the quarterback isn't comparable, guess where I'm going? And Russell Gage, I mean, hold on, I get a chance to play with Tom Brady in the warm, and when it's not warm, we're in the Dome in Atlanta, we're in the Dome in New Orleans, and we go to Carolina. We might go to Carolina late year, so it might get cold there. But I got 10 games. I know the weather's going to be ideal. And I'm playing with Tom Brady, and I know we're going to throw the football.
Bingo.
So, yeah, absolutely. It's kind of like if I'm a pass rusher and I know somebody loves to blitz and rush to let us get after the quarterback, well, Skip, that's where I'm going.
Okay, and Russell Gage is pretty good.
Yeah, he's a solid player. He's absolutely a solid player, yeah.
He's a good kid. He's a hard worker. He's got big heart. He plays hard. He'll play special teams and be a demon if you need him to be.
Right.
So he's a good fit. Brady will love that because he'll thrive on Brady and vice versa. And Julio's a good guy to me. Like there's no diva to him that I know. You know him.
Yeah. No.
And by the way, I've always heard from Terrell Owens, because they've worked out together here, that he is a hard workout worker.
He is.
Right?
He is. Yeah. Oh, no. That's undeniable.
Because I was thinking yesterday when I heard, they're going to cut Julio, and I was thinking, this is how blessed Brady is. He can play at 45, and Julio is having a hard time playing at 33 because he's playing a different position where you get rocked.
Right. And Tom Brady is never going to have to worry about trying to run 21, 22 miles per hour. He can just chug along at about 6 miles an hour, and he'd be straight.
But he would fit with Brady because he's a hard worker.
Oh, yeah.
And they will work hard through the offseason because that's all Brady wants to do is go out and throw.
But the thing is, Skip, like with Julio, is that because he's so nicked, you have to limit him in practice on how many reps he can actually get because he only has so much explosiveness in those hamstrings. Kind of like Isaac Bruce. They had to monitor Isaac because he had hamstring issues. And so you had to monitor him during the week because if you put too much on him, you're going to have him nicked before the game. And I think that's with Julio. So, Skip, everybody, you got to understand how to deal with Julio. He's different. He's not very vocal. He's not going to say much at all. But if he feels like you're being disrespectful or you're not treating him a certain way, he's going to shut down.
Yep, I got it. Well said. Okay, so you know him. Scale of 1 to 10. How much of best receiver in football is left in Julio? Because there were, 5, 6 years where we just said he's the best, right?
Healthy Julio Jones, I still say he's a top 5 receiver. Healthy.
Okay, so scale of 1 to 10, you'd give it an 8, 9?
I'm going to say, let's just say for the sake of argument, he can play 13 games, 14 games out of the 17.
Okay.
He'll be close to 1,000 yards. Because they spread the ball around, it's hard to get because I think Mike Evans went over 1,000 yards at the very end. They spread the ball because he's gonna throw it to the tight end, he's gonna throw it to the back. So he probably won't have the numbers. Skip, he's never been a touchdown guy. He's only had one season of double-digit touchdowns. But you look at his yardage, you talk about 1,600, 1,871, 1,500, 1,447. And he's the fastest to 12,000 yards in NFL history. 800 over almost 900 catches. He's still a phenomenal talent, tremendous run after the catch. My question...
What do we give him, 6?
Oh, he's like 6'3", 225, 228.
Got it, okay.
Solid.
Just stud.
Yes.
It's just prototype.
Yes,
It's what you want.
Yes.
All I know is if he gets open, if he can run by people, Brady will find him.
He can still run by people.
Okay, all right. Well, I think it would be a great fit. And Julio, up to you. My friend.
He gonna want a little money. Skip, you know how guys are. He still want their money.
I got it, but does he want a ring? Brady cost him a ring, right? Did he not?
Yeah, but he was balling out. They doubled Julio was balling out. Yeah, but that would be a tremendous pickup.
This just ticks you off, doesn't it? Just deflates you.
because had LeBron reached out to somebody like that, you was like the GOAT. He the GOAT. Why does he need somebody?
Yeah, but when LeBron reaches out, they say, nah.
We had DeMar DeRozan, and Rob Pelinka didn't want to guarantee the third
really?
year. And so they had to pivot. See, you don't want to talk about LeBron wanting D-Rose. DeRozan, not D-Rose, DeRozan.
DeRozan. LeBron reached out to Russell Westbrook.
No.
That's who he reached out to.
No, he didn't.
Russ said, yeah, I'll be
No, he
there.
did
Speaking of
not. No, he
reaching
did
out,
not.
Chicago Bears players reaching out to Julio as well. He's going to have several offers. Several folks courting him.
Thank you for watching. You can subscribe here to get the latest from the show, and be sure to check out more of the best clips from Undisputed, or go watch a few other segments from our other shows on FS1.